Today on 10-Minute IT Jams, we have Max Verma, who is the Senior Director of Sales Engineering at Seismic. So Seismic is a sales and marketing enablement SaaS platform that helps business leaders optimize the customer experience through content management, automation, analytics, and guided selling. So welcome to the Jam, Max.
Thanks very much, Nick.
Cool. So to start off, so obviously the pandemic has changed the way everyone operates, how organizations buy and sell, which is kind of what you guys are as your bread and butter, basically. So with things returning to some degree of normalcy in the ANZ region, what's the future of B2B sales post-COVID in 2021 and beyond?
Yeah, great question. So Nick, in the past year, organizations have been focusing on building the right infrastructure for effective remote working, hybrid workplaces. But this is no longer enough to drive long-term success and sustained growth. A McKinsey study on business decision makers showed that 70% of client interactions will continue to be virtual post-COVID, even when in-person meetings are possible again. So the focus now needs to move from just enabling Zoom or web meetings to how we upskill the workforce to effectively conduct engagements virtually with clients in the long term. And some key questions come up. How do sales reps increase eminence and nurture relationships on social media? How do you use digital tools to share insights, collaborate, and co-create with your clients? One of the key trends in the future of sales is virtual selling. More importantly, these digital skills are no longer temporary. They will become core and fundamental and embedded in the future of the workforce. Now, secondly, the future of sales is going to be increasingly data-driven. It's about understanding customer engagement behaviors and turning that data into actionable insights to deliver a better client experience. It's about using those insights to inform the seller's next best action and to tailor conversations based on the insights. Now imagine being able to get real-time alerts and granular page-by-page analytics of what customers have engaged with. This helps sellers know what's resonating with their clients so they can tailor the next conversation and know when's the right time to follow up. Having this level of insight changes the conversation sales reps can have with prospective clients. It drives a deeper and far more meaningful relationships. I think this is the way forward, and this is how organizations will differentiate themselves from competition and stand out in this crowded landscape. Now, in the past, people met face to face and you could see the body language and expressions and you could act accordingly. And yes, now there are Zoom or WebEx meetings, but what happens in between these virtual meetings and what's going to get you to the next meeting, that is the big question. Being able to capture these digital cues and intent signals from the client becomes crucial in this digital first economy we are in now. B2B buyers are self-directed and have a lot of choices. So if you're not leveraging the digital cues to deepen that connection, then they will explore elsewhere. Now, finally, what this means is that the future of sales is technology enabled. This means innovating to optimize customer experience. It means innovating to help sales teams be more effective and efficient. It means innovating for greater business agility, which is vital in the next normal. That's where we need to move into. And we need to move into an as-a-service mindset, software as a service, platform as a service, which is enabled by public or hybrid clouds and so on, so that your business can adapt and respond quickly to fast changing market conditions.
Right, yeah. So you mentioned a optimized client experience as part of your business model. So and a key priority of that is finding new ways to improve the bottom line for long-term success. So how does your company Seismic help organizations drive better operational and cost efficiencies?
Yeah, I think first, there's a widespread perception that you can't drive growth initiatives while trying to lower costs and operational overheads. Seismic has a different point of view. We believe it's possible with better technology to deliver better client experiences at a lower cost and realize value quickly. And there are a number of ways we help businesses improve operational and cost efficiency. The first one is through predictive content intelligence. So the Seismic predictive engine recommends the most relevant, proven client-facing content for sellers at each opportunity stage within the CRM. And recently, Seismic has included Aura, which is using artificial intelligence and machine learning technology to identify patterns, behaviors, and insights to help identify new business opportunities and increase seller efficacy. So sellers now know what is with the right time and right content to share with customers. The system analyzes contextually what has been high performing content that was effective in moving deals forward and closing opportunities, and then prioritizes that based on the profile of the prospect. So sales organizations can improve deal progression and replicate winning patterns. This lays the foundation of AI guided selling, which is all about giving sales reps guidance on how to prioritize what kind of actions based on collecting and analyzing different data intelligence. Now, the second piece is driving content automation and personalization at scale. We provide sellers the ability to self-serve so that they can customize perfectly formatted content in minutes, increasing sales efficiency and personalizing the customer experience. Our customers have taken this approach to reduce collateral production costs for marketing teams. And now the third piece in that puzzle is the centralized content discovery. So Seismic provides a one-stop content hub for sellers to easily find and access the most relevant, up-to-date client content, enablement resources, training, news, all in one location. This is a huge productivity gain because the Forrester study we commissioned found that on average, sales reps spend 30 hours a month finding and customizing content, which should have been time spent selling. So by freeing up that time and returning more time back to the team to sell, your organization can generate more revenue.
Right, yeah. So can you also tell me, where does Seismic fit in within the sales and marketing tech ecosystem? And how does it work with the overall enterprise tech stack?
Yeah, great question, Nick. Think of Seismic as the missing piece that completes your virtual selling jigsaw puzzle. Where your CRM is the system of record for all customer interactions, the integration of Seismic takes it one step further. We elevate the CRM into a system of engagement through AI-powered guided selling and real-time customer engagement data. Our customers have found that Seismic actually extends the value and drives adoption of your existing business applications in the enterprise tech stack, because we are embedded into environments that the sales teams are using most often in their day-to-day work. We integrate with CRMs like Salesforce and Dynamics, email clients like Gmail and Outlook, collaboration software such as Microsoft Teams and Slack, and content repositories such as SharePoint. Seismic brings guided selling tips, powerful content search, and customer engagement insights to these applications that sellers live and breathe in, increasing the adoption of these applications. So we like to think of ourselves as we act as a value multiplier and increase the ROI of your technology investments across the board.
Right, yeah. And could you share some examples of some organizations that Seismic has helped with your business model?
Absolutely, Nick. Our customers, which come in all sizes, have seen significant and measurable business results with Seismic. For example, Getty Images saw ROI pretty quickly after their reps started sending the right content to clients at the right time in Salesforce based on resources recommended by Seismic's predictive engine. They had over $200,000 of revenue growth attributed to Seismic in just one quarter. GE Power Services consolidated content across 6 different repositories and turned to Seismic as their single content hub. Reps are served up content for each opportunity directly within Salesforce based on opportunity and buyer data to send to prospects. This has increased sales velocity and influenced $32.3 million of pipeline in just 2 quarters. Blackboard, which is a software company specializing in not-for-profits, accelerated their deal cycles by 8%. And this was after their sellers leveraged content engagement analytics from Seismic. And now let's look at a few examples, for example, in financial services. SBSB, a boutique wealth management firm, achieved 50% increase in new client acquisition through Seismic powered content. And from a productivity standpoint, Manulife client managers saw a whooping 800% increase in relationship manager efficiency using Seismic's content automation capabilities. Another great example is with our client T. Rowe Price. they were able to use the aggregate insights from client engagement analytics to optimize and tailor their content. As a result, there was over 30% increase in content views, which means a much higher level of client engagement. SAP adopted Live Social, which is Seismic's social selling solution, since 2016, and has generated over 2 billion euros in pipeline attributed to social selling. I could go on for the day, but hopefully this gives everyone an idea of how you can unlock value from Seismic as a sales enablement solution.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. And finally for you, Max, could you tell me what's the plan for the future for Seismic, especially in this APAC region?
Yeah, so we have built significant business momentum in Australia and New Zealand over the past couple of years. We are delivering value to customers across different industries in this region, including tech and telco, financial services, energy and utilities, business services, and engineering. And we have expanded our team capacity to provide end-to-end support from account management, solution advisory, marketing through to customer success. We also have strategic partnerships with Salesforce and Microsoft Dynamics, while working with an ecosystem of service and solution providers across the customer value chain, including consulting firms specializing in digital transformation, CRM, rollouts, and marketing agencies. The pandemic has been a wake-up call for organizations to accelerate digitization in all parts of their business in order to stay relevant. And we are excited with that about our growth in this region and the huge opportunity to be a trusted partner to these organizations who are going through this sales transformation journey.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, that concludes today's 10-minute IT Jam with Seismic Senior Director of Sales Engineering, Max Verma. Thank you so much for joining me today, Max.
Thanks very much, Nick. It's been a pleasure.